Good morning. We have to start getting ready for the day. It's 7:05. I've been up since 6. I'm a little cranky for a number of reasons. I didn't sleep well. I don't blame him, but Kevin is sick. And not only was he coughing the whole night, but he was snoring because he's stuffy and I wanted to rip my eyeballs out. And then, I did this the other day and I will claim it was my fault. I have an external hard drive just because I have like a MacBook and it's not enough space. And this happens like once a year. I'm moving too quickly, I'm not paying attention, and I think I've ejected it and I unplug it. And then it's not usually a big deal. These things are kind of built to withstand stuff now, but I have to basically run first aid on it through the disk utility, and 9 times out of 10, it's totally fine. But I was sitting here and this camera was sitting next to the mount, and I guess I just bumped it the wrong way and it ejected it. I'm a little nervous because it's not mounting. We're gonna hope it's fine. Otherwise, let's get back to the task at hand. VLOGMAS. Today's day 5 and we are doing an Emkfit workout. I decided which one last night. We're doing 1989 Taylor's version. Now, something about Emkfit that I am remembering from when I've tried her workouts before is that they're definitely more workout based than dance based, meaning it's not gonna necessarily be fully stylized and it's gonna feel more workouty. There's pros and cons to this. I think a great thing about that is that there's a lot less barrier to entry, meaning if you don't have a dance background but you like moving to the beat of the music, I think it's a lot more accessible for people. I've said it before, so it's really no surprise. I prefer dance workouts that are more dancey, but that's because I have a dance background. So we'll see how it is today. I am glad that I know that going in. Oh, operation successful. Hell yeah. Dude, I can't believe I did that twice. I literally did that 2 days ago. Met my quota for the whole year. All right, let's see if she comes back on. Ooh, she back. I'm so sorry, sweet girl. Let's export this bitch. Hell yeah. It's a lot of cursing in the morning. I apologize, everyone. I actually got a comment recently that was do you have to swear? And I responded, yes. Look, I'm from Philly. I live in New York. It's cultural. So I'm teaching a Britney Deep Cuts core class this morning. It's a repeat, so I don't have to edit it today. And then I have a few Functional Fridays. That is a 15-minute call with Unlimited Fit Club members where we can kind of discuss anything. Sometimes people like to talk about nutrition, workout goals, check form. A lot of times people are just hey, I'm stressed. Can you do a 15-minute stretch with me? And then we'll listen to Celine Dion or something. It's great. Then I have a virtual client. We're gonna do Emkfit's workout. I have a mobility assessment for a client of mine. I've been offering them to my private clients on Saturdays, and we just moved her to today. I got a big old chunk in there because I need to get admin work done, and I want to get outside, go for a walk, get some steps in, go to the post office, Staples, all that kind of stuff. One more virtual client, and then we're going to edit this video. I am running a little behind, so we're going to go. So I'll see you later. It's time! That was supposed to be Mariah Carey. I do have to say I had a really hard time deciding which workout to choose. I don't know if I said that in my very cranky state this morning. I was going back and forth. She has one that's all of her top hits. Then there's Taylor. Then there's a 2000s throwback. Then she has a Hamilton one. There's a lot to choose from on here, which I love. I've always said that I'm very motivated by music. That's why half of my workouts are always music based. So I'm super pumped for this. We're gonna go in knowing that it says HIT dance workout. We're not gonna be taken back this time. Let's jump on into it.
I've been talking to Santa and he told me everything that you want this year. I went shopping and planning, ribbons and candles. I got it all right here. Mistletoe and champagne, I'll pour it on Christmas morning. Everything on your list, it's waiting if you go looking for it. I know you'll adore it. Your favorite
So here's what happened. I waited for the rain to stop and I was like, let's go return this package, go to Staples, pick up a few things. I forgot I had groceries coming and I get a notification that all of a sudden they're gonna be here in 10 minutes. And I was a solid 10-minute walk away. So I start power walking home. And then for Instacart, you get a notification like when they're right outside. And I was still 3 blocks away. And that's when you saw I got in the door 20 seconds before they got here. The reason that's such a big deal, if you don't live in like a city, I don't have like a lobby, I don't have like a doorman. It's just like my building on the sidewalk. So we're gonna go to the post office tomorrow. I now have 45 minutes till my next client. So we're gonna wrap up the video here and talk about the workout. So let's take a look at the thumbnail. We have 1989 Taylor's version HIIT dance workout. Is this HIIT? No. Do I really care? Also no. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. I've talked about it a few times before, but most HIIT that you see online is not true HIIT training. And the reason for that is because it's simply not intense enough. For it to actually qualify as HIIT, I forget what the like numbers are, but you have to get up to like, let's say 90% of your max heart rate or something. This just honestly, like, I don't think there's any way that this could be max effort, but it is interval training the way that Emily structured it. So essentially at the beginning of each song, she broke down the 2 exercises we would be doing during that song. And then we would do it for like 20 seconds and then we would take a 10-second break and then go to the other one, 10-second break. So it was interval training. It just wasn't HIIT. And that's okay in my opinion. Let's look at the description. We love that she's a certified personal trainer. I want to scroll to the bottom. She does this thing where she tells you like what her watch specs are and how she records the workout. So it's an Apple Watch Series 6, mode, HIIT, and then calories that I burnt. Then underneath of it, the disclaimer says, please don't get in your head about how many calories I burnt compared to yours. I am also filming and doing things in between, so that is why I burn a lot. This is to give people that don't have a watch a kind of idea. I want to talk about calorie burn during your workouts in general. How many calories you burn, not only during a workout, but during your day doing literally anything is completely individual to you. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on your body size. It depends on your muscle mass. It depends on your exertion. It depends on, honestly, how much sleep you got the night before, what you ate yesterday. Like there are endless things that go into how many calories you burn. That is called your metabolism. It is different for everybody, and Emily does acknowledge that. I guess I'm just curious as to why it's listed at all. I know that she says it's for people who don't have like a watch so that they can input, I guess, how many calories they burnt or adjust for that. But right before that, she says this is individual to me and it's because I'm doing all of these other things. So it doesn't really make sense to me. I guess I'm just curious as to why we're focused on the calorie burn in general. Is it because people are using this for fat loss or weight loss? That's awesome. And I think this is a great tool for that goal. But there are a lot of other things that are more important when it comes to weight loss or fat loss, if that's your goal, to think about before a 20-30 minute workout. Your nutrition, your sleep, your daily movement outside of your workout, those are actually far more important than your workout itself in terms of caloric expenditure. There's a number of reasons for that, but first and foremost, you actually burn a lot less calories during your workout than you think in comparison to the rest of your day. I know I've talked about this in other videos, but really quickly, in case you don't realize, we have something called our total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE, and it's really simply just how our body uses energy or calories, because that's all the calories are, throughout our day. The largest part of how our body uses energy during the day is actually just our metabolism, or our resting metabolic rate. This is anything that your body has to get done if you were to just like lay down on the couch and not do anything. For most people, the next largest chunk is actually going to be your non-exercise activity, or your NEAT. This is everything you do outside of your workout. This is walking around. This is going to play with your kids. This is making a lunch. Everything outside of your workout is actually going to count more toward this energy expenditure at the end of the day. And then we also have our exercise activity thermogenesis, or our EAT, and that's your formal workouts. And then there's also something called your thermic effect of food. That's your TEF, and that's just going to be how many calories it takes to burn the food that you digest. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page in terms of like how much your workout really counts toward the rest of your day. And if we really zoom out and look at the big picture, let's say you work out 3 times a week. So 3 times a week, let's say for an hour, you have that much energy expenditure. So zoom out and look at the rest of your week. That's the more important stuff if you have a fat or weight loss goal. It's actually the more important stuff in general, and that's why I just don't think it's super important to focus on how many calories you burn during a random workout. So only because of the calories thing and, you know, me just thinking that it's unnecessary and kind of misleading people to focus on the wrong things, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 for science backed. Let's talk about enjoyment. If you couldn't tell, I was having the time of my life doing this workout. This workout was actually a lot more fun than the one I remember doing in the past. If I had to guess, I think A, I knew what to expect a little bit more, but B, Emily has probably just gotten a lot better at like editing and coaching and cueing and creating like the right vibe. And that's what we want to see in a coach. We don't need to see people be stagnant forever or be amazing just in this one level forever. You want to see growth. So I actually love that she's like stepped up her game since I did one of her workouts like 2 years ago. Now, I don't think I've said it yet today, but I am a little sore, shocking to no one. But I thought it was really nice that Emily gave modifications throughout. And I also just found it really easy to dance along rather than like work out along. Like squats I was modifying, jumps I was modifying, and I was just kind of like using the movement she gave and making it more dancified, if that makes sense. Her coaching was on point. She was being silly and goofy and fun and in the moment. I honestly can't recommend this enough. I would love to try another one of her workouts in the future, and I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 for my enjoyment. All right, time to pick tomorrow's. Let's see. I'm not gonna go with the one that fell out again. Just gonna get deep in here. This feels like a winner. Tomorrow we are doing, oh no, Caroline Girvin. If you don't know who Caroline Girvin is, I personally think that she creates the hardest workouts online for free. I think that she might have an app now, so maybe we will actually try that out. I'll do some poking around tonight, see what the deal is with that. If you've been around long enough, you will remember the first Caroline Girvin video that I made, and she was offended. The video is probably not very good, honestly. I've never gone back and watched it. I think I was probably being a bitch. So we're gonna have some growth. Caroline, I'm gonna see how sore I am tomorrow and we're gonna figure out what we do. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and I will see you tomorrow.